In today's video, I am sharing my working mom morning routine as a mom of one girl and having to be out of the house by 10 a.m. every single day. I am a part-time working mom. I can bring Waverly with me, which is nice, but this is what a typical day looks like for us. Yes, every day is not the same, but this is what I usually like to do. Let's go ahead and get started with our morning. What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, I'm Haley and I'm so happy you're stopping by today. I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. Like I said in the intro, today I'm sharing my morning routine as a mom of one, getting out the door by 10 a.m. and I usually wake up between 8 and 8:30. I kind of let Waverly just wake me up unless we have to be somewhere sooner than 10. Usually she'll start to stir and that's when I get up. I go put my contacts in, go to the bathroom, and then I'm ready to go wake her up. And once I wake her up, I usually will sit and kind of talk to her for a minute. Sometimes she wants to give me loves, sometimes she doesn't. Today she was like ready to play. But once I get her out of her crib, I go ahead and pick out her outfit to get her changed. Waverly has gotten to the habit of lately taking off her pants when she goes to sleep, but surprisingly she didn't this day, and that's usually the first thing she'll tell me when I open up the door is that her pants are behind the crib. But today she didn't take off her pants. I don't know why. She hasn't done it the past couple of nights. Maybe she's gotten cold or something. But I'm going ahead and just changing her diaper and getting her dressed for the day. I find doing it first thing in the morning helps us be more productive, and then we're not scrambling to get her ready right before. But I usually just give her a toy or something to keep her entertained as I change her, because she sometimes is okay with getting her bum changed and everything, and then sometimes she doesn't like it. Letter. Take T. H. E. F. 9. 0. S. 90s. Do you want to read the book together? Okay, come here. Okay, it says, touch and feel baby animals. Can you feel the baby leg? Oh, so good, so soft. Okay, ready? What's this? Waverly is in a stage where everything is just very interesting to her and she wants to know what everything is, and she usually tries to say it, and it's really fun. And so it was cute that she was trying to point to the letters and have me say them on my shirt. And then she really loves to read. She loves this book, To Fill All the Animals. And typically after we get her changed, I'll usually play with her for like 45 minutes to 30 minutes, kind of depending on when she wakes up. And this doesn't always happen. Sometimes we're in a rush, we have to leave earlier, or we sleep in, things like that. So it kind of just depends, but I usually try to play with her a little bit before we get our day really going and getting ready for the day. around 9 a.m. we'll kind of start to get things ready so we can get going, and I'll get her little milk and her sippy cup, and then I like to turn on a show for her. I know this isn't something that everyone does, but for us this just works because Waverly loves to just play around and get into things, and this is a way that she can sit for a minute and just kind of like get ready for the day, and I can get ready. This particular day, I didn't need a shower in the morning because I showered the night before from my workout, so I just was able to straighten and get ready for the day. If I do shower in the morning, I do put her in her high chair because I don't want to worry the whole time that she's getting into something and I'm not right there. So that's really the reason of why I also have her little high chair, because she can drink her bottle and watch her show while I'm in the shower. But this day, I just let her walk around while I started to get ready, and I just started out with doing my makeup, and you're gonna slowly see Waverly add things like hand stuff to me, and then I put it on the counter because she was getting into my little drawers I have. But that's just kind of part of it when you have a little baby and trying to figure out the best way for you to like have things work, and this is what works for us, and I know everyone's different. As far as my makeup goes, I usually keep it pretty simple and neutral. Like depending on the day, I'll do a little bit like a darker eye or something like that. For the most part, I just stick to like browns and pinks and glitters. Here I'm just letting Waverly brush her teeth because this is when she starts to kind of, after she's played for a little bit and just in the bathroom making a mess, and it gets overwhelming. So I'm trying to give her different activities to work on while I'm getting ready. But that's usually, I just keep my makeup routine pretty simple and quick because I know I don't have that much time to get ready. And then once I get my makeup done, I'm gonna start by just re-crimping my hair. There still was some crimped pieces, but I definitely just needed redone a little bit. Waverly started to get a little too crazy and she kind of seemed like she was getting hungry, so I went ahead and just started to get things ready for her to eat. And yes, I do not have a perfectly clean house when I go to bed at night. Usually what I try to do is put all of the dishes in the sink, and sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't, but for us that just works. My husband ends up working fairly late, and so by the time we get dinner and everything, I just want to spend time with him and I don't want to have to worry about the dishes after a long day. But that just works for us, and I know everyone is different. But I'm starting her out with just having some yogurt, and she's right there next to me. I can see everything. If you're concerned about her like choking or anything, I'm keeping a pretty close eye on her as she eats, and yogurt is something that she isn't that likely to choke on, so I feel comfortable with her eating that when I'm not right next to her. And then I'll give her like bananas and anything else that she wants when I am in there. And then after I'm finished getting ready and she's kind of like sitting there, I go ahead and just make the bed. That's usually my goal with cleaning, is to get the bed made. It doesn't always happen, and today I got the pillows on and I was starting to get in a rush. We started out with being good on time and then slowly just got less on time and needed to hurry. And I also forgot to mention that my husband is out the door before we're even awake, so he is always just gone, and so this is just a solo morning routine. And then on the weekend it's a whole different story of how our morning goes. But Then once I get the bed made, I usually go ahead and get dressed, and then most of our time after that is spent in the kitchen and getting things ready. Now I'm going ahead and doing Waverly's hair. I find when she's more occupied with eating, it's easier to get her hair done. And over Easter, it was really warm, and I didn't even think about sunscreen when we were actually able to sit outside for hours. So here I'm just playing with her, and she was like, what are you doing? But I had to just do like a pretty simple hairstyle. Normally I'll do like a couple ponytails, and so she needs to be able to sit fairly still. But I didn't really want to hurt her little head where she did just get sunburnt, which I know is terrible. We'll have to get some sunscreen for all of our vehicles. But now I'm going ahead and starting in on making myself breakfast as well as our lunch for work. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have to bring lunch for work, and sometimes we just have leftovers, so it's super easy. This day we didn't have any leftovers that I wanted to take, so I had to make myself some lunch. For me, I'm just making egg salad sandwiches, and then for Waverly, I'm just making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And then for breakfast, I wanted to make an avocado toast with a hard-boiled egg and avocado, but my avocado was not very good, so I ate a hard-boiled egg and toast with cream cheese, and it wasn't the best, but it did the job. It gave me breakfast, so that was good. And then here in a minute, I'm going to give Waverly some bananas, and then after that she kind of was acting full, so I was like, okay, that's good. But this part of our morning routine, it just gets to be pure chaos. I feel like I'm just trying to hurry and get things done, and it probably would help if we did start to get things going before 9, but I just like that moment of where we aren't completely rushing. So that's how it kind of just works for us. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we actually don't have to leave the house until 10:20, but sometimes that end up not being good because then I think we have more time, but in the end we end up running late. And although I work for my dad, so it's like okay if I'm late, I still don't like to, and I like to be on time. So that's usually what I try to do, and today we actually ended up leaving on time, which was good. I just got Waverly cleaned up and gave her a little activity while I just finished up making lunches. And on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have to leave at 10, but where we don't have to make lunch, it's not bad at all. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and clean her bib and her water, and then we'll go ahead and get into looking at the diaper bag and figuring out what all I need, if I need to add more diapers in there, if we need more snacks, anything like that. Today we're pretty set, so I didn't have to do anything crazy. And then I also just added in some grapes, and then I cut them up once we got to work. You saw we really trying to grab the eggs. We're just multitasking, doing the best we can. And then I tried to be like, okay, put your shoes on, and it kind of worked. Not really though, she just cared about trying to touch all the things. But that's kind of a look into our morning and what it takes for me and my daughter to get out the door by 10:20 every single day. And I know it looks different for so many people, and I am grateful that I don't have to leave super early, and I kind of can have like a pretty relaxing morning for the most part. But hopefully you got maybe a few ideas, or you're able to just kind of see another mom's perspective on a morning routine, anything like that. But thank you guys all so much for being here. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed. Leave me a comment if you like this type of video, and I can try to do more of these in the future. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, you guys.